All right, Umberto Lira, are you all ready? So where is Lira?
He's here.
Hello. So where are we on this case? All right, you're ready for trial?
Also ready, Your Honor.
All right, we'll recall you all for tomorrow and see where we are. We're currently in the trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Good, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here? Melinda Gonzalez?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, where is she?
Yeah.
Hello.
Judge, substitute court approval was taken as agreed to a bond at 30,000.
All right, and the new number one, who's alleged in the new number one?
And there is a no contest order.
And what's the aunt's name?
It is-
Christina Maria Rodriguez.
What's the last name?
Rodriguez,
Rodriguez?
yes.
And the middle name?
Maria,
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2025 CR 003315 and 2025 CR 00. Wait a minute, just 1 second. I'm so sorry. I have two of the same. She only has one case with the court, correct?
That's correct. I brought my own. Both in this order.
No, there should be two. The one that you, bond and then the new number one, which I believe. Oh, well, it's not assigned to this court, yeah, you're right, just the one.
Okay, all right, so we can. Let's one second. Okay, I see now. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 003315. State versus Melina Juanita Gonzalez. Could I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Probably just classes as a second.
And are you Melinda Juanita Gonzalez?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're here. You have a motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. You're entitled to a bond. The only question for the court to consider is the bond amount. And defense, you said you've reached an agreement with the state of a bond of $30,000?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Melinda Juanita Gonzalez.
All right. Have you ever had any type of mental health diagnosis in the past?
No, Your Honor.
Have you ever been on any type of medication for any mental health issues?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Have you ever used any type of controlled substance or illegal drugs in the past?
No, Your Honor.
And state you're in agreement to a bond of $30,000?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The court is going to set your bond at $30,000. There's to be no contact with Christina Maria
Rodriguez.
And based on the alleged offense out of county court at law number one, there's going to be 30 sober meetings in 30 days. And there's to be regular UAs, waive fees. Is there anything else?
No, but if those matters are already being done in county court number one on the DWI, they will serve.
Yes. All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury, I'm sorry, we're off the record. I need a reset for a MTR, and you can set it as a contested. All right, if you'll give her a reset form for September 15th, and that will be contested. If it turns out it's not contested, please let probation know the day before. All right, on this case, Alma. Hi, you have Sonia Haga as soon as she's taken into custody, I can hear the motion. So she didn't show up for today?
She's not communicating with me at all since
Okay.
last month.
Okay, all right, so once she's taken into custody, I'll hear your motion.
Okay.
All right, and we'll take care of it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Christina Lozano. All right, so we had a plea deadline date and the plea deadline date has been recalled. So where are we?
Your Honor, I confer with the state. Today, I basically decided that we're not going to accept the pleas they have offered.
Okay. All right, so do you want a jury trial or a bench trial? If you want a bench trial, it comes to me. I will hear whatever evidence is that is presented. And what I can tell you is, if the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't, I'm going to find you not guilty. Or you can have a jury trial. Jury trial, 12 people will sit in the box. They will listen to whatever evidence is presented and make a decision on whether they find you guilty or not guilty. Do you want a jury trial or a bench trial? All right, Ms. Ferguson. What date do you want to put this on? Are you all ready? Would you all be ready tomorrow?
No, Your Honor, I did take over this case last week, so I've asked for at least 30
All right,
days.
so are you retained?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so let me just tell you what the law says. The law says the only people who are entitled to 10 days representation from their attorney are if I court appoint somebody. So if I were to pull somebody and say, hey, you're appointed, I must give them 10 days. But if you go out and retain an attorney, you don't get 10 days. And this case has been here longer than just a few months. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to recall you all for tomorrow and we'll see where we are.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. And if you all can make sure the court, I believe I have the acknowledgement of discovery already received. So Ms. Ferguson, if you'll give her a reset for jury for tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And Judge, the only thing I want to bring up that maybe hang up, maybe not, is that there is another pending misdemeanor case with the facts not too dissimilar from this that the state would be inclined to try and introduce, albeit pending courts approval,
Yes.
in part of guilt innocence. And so this, because this was plea deadline day, the state had intended, absent a plea, to give notice to defense of this. I believe defense is on both cases, but the state does intend to bring up that misdemeanor case pending the court's approval.
Okay, thank you. And are you the attorney on both cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So just sign the reset form. See you back tomorrow. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Who is here on Walter Prince?
I am, Your Honor.
And where's Mr. Prince?
Prince, please come forward.
All right. So we're here. No gum chewing. Okay. All right. So we're here for discovery because you were recently appointed.
Correct, Judge.
So where are we on discovery?
I believe I've got discovery that the DA has uploaded. However, Mr. Prince is informing me of several places that I believe need to get some medical records that he is requesting me to get. I may need to file, I believe I do need to file to do it the proper way, an investigator to go get those records for me as opposed to me to get them under the business records affidavit. So we need to do in the proper method that we may need to enter them. So that's where I am with that information, Judge. But I believe the VA has provided through the e-discovery, I believe they've uploaded the things that they have.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. On this case, this is your final discovery date. If I can have 45 days and Mr. Prince, court starts at 9 a.m. Why were you late?
I was in another courtroom.
Yeah.
This is
All right, so here's the thing. Now you know where your courtroom is, so make sure you're here, okay? Your attorney did tell me you were in another courtroom, so you're in the 187th, okay?
And Your Honor, I will be e-filing the appropriate motion to get the appropriate discovery help. I'll put it
All
that way.
right. All right, what date?
September 25th.
All right, September 25th, that's your final discovery date. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, just have a seat and your attorney will bring the paperwork to you to sign. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Troy Xavier Trevinho. All right, today's plea deadline date.
Yes, Your Honor. I think it was either late Thursday or Friday afternoon, we got a new discovery bulletin of about 100+ jail calls. And so, we're hoping we can extend that deadline a little bit.
All right, are these jail calls that your clients alleged to have been made? All right, so today, you should know what's on your jail calls. Today is plea deadline day. So either you admitted something in the jail calls or you didn't. I would always tell my clients, when you make a phone call from the jail, they give you fair warning that everything is going to be recorded. Then people get in the middle of their conversation and they just start talking about everything. So today is your plea deadline date. You know what's on the jail calls because you made them. So either you're accepting a plea or you're not. If you're not, then the next date you're getting is a jury trial date, and the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. So. Jury trial?
Well, if you'd allow me to talk to him some more, then I
Yes.
appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here on Ruben Renteria?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. So he has a motion to revoke, and he has a new case, well, two new cases. So where are we?
So Judge, we filed a motion for legislative continuance. I'm actually gathering back in today at 1 o'clock. But I've also confirmed with the state, Mr. Renteria has been in custody since April 21st to try and get bond set on the MTR to deferred adjudication. The state has agreed to a $40,000 bond on that, and then they're tendering an offer. There's a case out of County Court 12 that I'm going down to talk to them to see if we can get everything.
Okay,
wrapped
so
up.
has a motion for a bond
Yes,
been
Judge.
set?
Been filed, yes, Judge.
All right, can you pull the motion request for bond on 2024 CR 2438? All right, court is calling 2024 CR 2438 State versus Ruben Renteria. Can I have parties announced?
Jason Gary here for the state, Your Honor.
Mark with defense.
And are you Ruben Renteria?
Yes, sir.
All right. In this case, you are on deferred adjudication, so you're entitled to a bond. And my understanding that you all have reached an agreement on the bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that for?
$40,000.
Is that correct, State?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ruben Renteria.
All right. Have you had any mental health treatment in the past?
No.
That's either yes or no.
No, Your Honor.
Have you ever received any type of medications for any mental health issues?
No, Your Honor.
Have you ever used any type of drugs in the past?
Judge, I would object to the time of questioning.
All right, so here's the thing. I have to set conditions for his bond. And in order to set conditions for his bond, I need to have him then do a data sheet on any type of drug history, because otherwise I could send him out into this world. He needs drug treatment and I can't give it to him because I don't know if he needs it or not. So if you're objecting to the question, then I won't ask the question.
Judge, I mean, if the court will direct their attention to his record, he has multiple charges for drug possession. But asking him to make an admission on a pending MTR with new #1 cases, I would have.
I just said in the past, but I'll note your objection. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to set your bond at $60,000. There's going to be full GPS, waive fees. Ms. Ferguson, if you could confer with Ms. Ferguson and they'll give you a contested hearing date. All right. And on the other cases, counsel, do you have all discovery?
I believe we do, Your Honor.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, if you'll give them a contested date and if you all confer with Ms. Ferguson and she'll get a date to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Or just was not involved for under that case.
There was no bond file, no request. All right, counsel. On this one, they couldn't find a motion to set bond, so if you'll
Yeah.
file it.
She filed it this morning, Judge.
That is why. Okay. All right, they'll print it out and I'll put it on that. But if y'all can get a date.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, he needs a date before he leaves. Okay, thank you. All right, Holmes. Hello,
No, morning.
good morning.
Okay.
So, Miss Abrams, where are we?
So Judge, Miss Holmes is doing fairly well.
Mhm.
She reports to have obtained employment, which begins on the 23rd or 25th.
Mhm.
25th. She has enrolled in her anger management class, which begins on the 23rd. She's found temporary housing with a friend. She is trying to get into her own place, and we'll talk about that in a little bit further. Her children start school here soon. There is some issue with one of the children. We don't know if she's already fully enrolled because of the GPS requirements. So I'm gonna ask for something with the GPS.
Mhm.
He's been making her probation meetings. She reports to not have had any contact with whom she's not supposed to have contact with, nor the address. She seems in much better spirits today than what we've seen in the past.
Mhm.
Um,
All right, so, how old are your children?
16 and 18.
All right, and so which issue with the school with regards to GPS?
She's on a different side of town.
All right,
And so she needs to make sure that she's fully enrolled into school.
okay. So what do we need to do?
So Judge, at this point, we're asking that the GPS, she's not had any compliance issues with the GPS. And we're asking if the GPS can be changed to tracking only.
Any objection?
No.
All right, so then it will be GPS tracking.
I did tell her that if you order GPS tracking only, Judge, that to make sure she still does not go where she's not supposed to go. And she understood that.
Okay. All right, is there anything else?
Not at this point, Judge. Do you, Ms. Holmes, do you have any concerns or anything?
No, not really no major concerns. I just want to be able to go look for a place for me and my children.
All right, so do you need help with finding housing?
That would be great. And also just being able to go out and go put in the applications, because I asked GPS and they're telling me that it's not approved. I have to ask for.
Well, here's the thing, that issue has already been solved. You'll be on GPS tracking, but with regards to GPS tracking, you are not, are you chewing gum?
Yes.
Mm-mm,
Sorry.
that's okay. All right, so with GPS tracking, you're allowed to move freely about the city, except no contact with the complainant, no contact with the address, don't go on that street. You understand? Because GPS tracking will show your routes and where you're going. So let's see, you're able to see if they can do something with housing as far as give her different resources where she can go.
Give her the information for the reentry center, Miss Sandoval, to they can provide any help.
All right, so they will do that. Is there anything else?
No, Judge?
State anything you,
No.
all right, state you may be excused. All right. Yeah, they don't understand how loud that is and I can't hear when they're running paper. Anything else you need from the court? All right, so do we need to do another status update with her?
Judge, if we do that status update, because she just secured that job, I would ask that it's either on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and if we can do it via Zoom, that would be great.
All right, so we'll do a status update date by Zoom. And I know usually with employments, they put you on a probationary period. So-
That's why I asked for a Tuesday or Wednesday, because I think those are the days she's gonna be off.
All right, so Norma, if you can give me a reset on this in 60 days on a Tuesday or Tuesday, okay.
Stick with our rules.
All right. I feel like I need to Go pick up my baby. Call somebody who has a private plane. Go pick her up.
She's fine.
You need cameras.
Summer, they're gonna figure out.
It's at 3. That's insane. No.
She probably gonna like it.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with that. She's gonna enjoy it too much.
October 7th, Judge.
All right, October 7th, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Make sure you stay in contact with your probation. If there's some issues, let probation know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can come back to the court. All right, thank you. All right, Frankie Lott.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Remember me?
Yes, I do. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 001604 State versus Frankie Lott. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Grant Principal for the state, Your Honor.
Patrick Hancock for Mr. Lott.
And are you Mr. Lott?
Yes.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty on July 18th.
Yes.
According to your plea bargain, and you entered a plea of guilty to counts 1 and counts 3. According to your plea, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 8 years in the prison. There's a $4,000 fine. The state opposes your application, and there's to be Chapter 62 compliance. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
Judge, there's no objection to the PSI, but I think Mr. Lott, I know the court's familiar with his medical background. He's had a couple of seizures in the courtroom, so he gets nervous. He's asked me to communicate to the court that he would like to retract his statement to his PSI officer, where when asking about the instant offense, he made an excuse for his behavior. He accepts responsibility for his behavior. I know that because prior to the PSI, he and I have had that discussion. I think he gets nervous in settings and I think the answer he gave is a reaction towards self-preservation with his family and his friends. And he's just very ashamed of his behavior. So I think the best we can say today, Judge, is regretfully, we don't want you to think he's making excuses, because that's certainly the way it reads. He's here today to take full responsibility. His sister and his wife were present to testify on his behalf. He's just struggled with the shame and humiliation this has brought to his family.
All right, any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. The first witness I have is Cecilia Jenkins Lott, his wife.
All right.
Mr. Lott.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you good? God? You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
My name is Cecilia Jenkins Lott.
All right. And if you may proceed.
Yeah, proceed. Ms. Lott, good morning. Thank you for coming down. You understand we're here today for the sentencing of Frankie Lott. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Would you explain your relationship to the judge of the Frankie Lott?
I'm his wife. We've been married for 4 years.
And can you tell the judge how long you've known Mr. Lott prior to being married? How long you dated him?
We dated for 10 years prior to our marriage.
Did you grow up here in Burke County?
No, I'm originally from Detroit. I've lived in San Antonio since 1984.
And can you tell the judge what your work background is, Cecilia?
I've been in the legal system, working with attorneys since I was at age 18. I worked in litigation for over 30 years, and I've been in real estate for over 10 years.
And you're currently working in a law firm, is that correct?
Yes, I work at a real estate law firm.
Ms. Lott, can you give the judge some background? I know it's very long, but just kind of an overview of Frankie's medical conditions as he stands here today.
He was diagnosed with MS about 3 months after we got married in 2021. he's since subsequently been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. He used to get shocks in his back and his neck because his lumbar and his cervical disc are degenerative.
And is he currently under medical care and medication?
He hasn't seen his general physician in a year and a half since he lost his insurance. He sees a psychiatrist every week, sometimes twice a week, because they'll see an intern and a doctor. He is currently on medication. The psychiatrist just added a third, an antipsychotic. He's on depression medicine. He has patches for his pains in his back.
And prior to his arrest, Cecilia, can you tell the judge about his work background?
He actually worked for Criminal Justice Center. He worked there for a few years, leading up till January of 2024.
And you are certainly familiar with the charge that he's pled guilty to 2 counts to this court, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you're not here today to make any excuses about that?
Oh, no, I think he did something stupid.
And has he indicated that to you?
Yes, and he's apologized profusely, and he just thinks he did something stupid.
You are aware that, I guess prior to this arrest, he really has no criminal history to speak of.
No,
He's been on bond for an extended period of time, is that correct?
yes, since January of 2024.
Has he been on home arrest, is that?
Yes, that is true.
And has he abided by all the conditions of his?
Oh, yes, I am the warden.
So you know that one of the decisions that we have agreed to leave up to the judge is whether she would give Frankie time in prison or a shot at community supervision. Do you think he's a good candidate for probation?
Oh, yes,
And can you tell the judge in your own words why he's a good candidate for probation?
because he repents for what he did, and he has health issues that would make it impossible. He has health issues. He has repented. I believe that he would be okay at home. I've changed the phones. He's not allowed to have text messages or anything on his phone. I'm there. I monitor. I control the phone. I turn it off at night at bedtime. And he's homebound. He only leaves to go to his doctor's visits or to pick up prescriptions. And he's not allowed to do anything but be at home.
And obviously, I think your statements include that you would be supportive of him if he were placed on community supervision.
Oh, yes.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell the judge, Cecilia, that you would like her to take into consideration in making a decision about whether to give him probation or prison time?
He's actually a good guy. He was brought up to protect everyone. He's the oldest, so he looks after his brother and sister. He pseudo adopted my adult daughter who thinks he runs the world. He's a good guy. He just doesn't always think things through, and he sometimes does things that are stupid.
All right, well, that's succinctly put. Thank you very much, and Your Honor, I'll pass the witness.
Thank you.
Miss.
Just a few questions for you. Good morning. I just have a few questions for you, okay? You said that he was working in the criminal justice system up until January of 2024, correct?
Yes.
And in January of 2024 is right when he committed this criminal offense?
Right, and that's why he lost his job.
And I know I'm grateful for it, and you say, you control his phone and you control everything he does, but can you tell me in this report what he's done himself to take accountability for his actions? Because I appreciate it, but he is a grown adult as well, right? So he should be able to control his urges and his actions. So what have you seen him in since leading to this case do in that regard?
What do you mean, like
Just make sure she can hear you.
outside of the home?
Or just,
Well, he's very apologetic. He can't do anything or go anywhere. So, I mean, he knows that and he feels bad for what he did and how it's affecting the entire family.
okay, no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
May she be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you so much for coming to talk to me about it.
Dolores Locke Brown.
Hello. Hi, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. Do you need to take a breath? Okay. Just let me know when you're ready to proceed, okay?
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Yes.
Dolores, if you would, ma'am, just take your time and speak into the microphone, state your full name for the record.
Dolores Brown.
Just a little louder.
Dolores Brown.
Can you tell us how you're related to Frankie Locke?
He's my brother.
And would you describe your relationship?
Yes, we've always been close. Growing up, we've had fights. My mom always told us that to make sure we take care of one another because we're all we have. And just love him so much. I have handled this situation that has occurred. It's very hard and difficult on a family, including my dad. We just lost my mother right before the incident happened. And that's why it's just difficult for me to stand this. My dad is deteriorating, and if anything, my brother does go to prison. He's I know it's not gonna make it. It takes too many medications. It's hard for me. It's hard.
You've done good. Let me just ask you a couple of questions. Just step back, just go with it. Okay, and just speak loud enough. Microphone here. You've certainly come to court every time we've been to court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand exactly why we're in front of Judge Ford this morning.
Yes, sir.
She's got to make a determination whether to give Frankie prison time. There's a range in that we've limited, and there's certainly an application for supervision and where it happens. I'd like to ask you if you could just, you've known obviously your brother and sister, but could you tell the judge some of the good qualities of Frankie that would make him a good candidate for probation?
Well, he's always protecting me, young. And he was with me. A lot of times he was better to me than my siblings. And all I can tell you, Your Honor, he regrets everything that he's done. Put shame on the family. Bringing shame to my dad, especially after just losing my mother.
Let me ask you, if he's granted probation, does he have the continued support of your family?
Yeah, absolutely, Your Honor.
You in Frankie's life every day?
And ever since this incident has been, Your Honor, and with his medical condition, I've been checking on him more, been making more contact. Just trying to ease his mind, to let him know that, we all make mistakes and, that we all make mistakes and you have to own up to your responsibility and he does show the remorse for what he's done and the shame that he brought on his wife,
And if he is granted probation, will you remain in his life in a supportive capacity?
Your Honor, if you were to
Go ahead.
if you were to grant him probation, I stand here as a woman and I can't guarantee that nothing like this will happen again. And if you can attach me to any type of documentation, because I'm not gonna pressure the court. And I can guarantee that this will never happen again or anything else going forward. Thank you. And
Go ahead.
I'm speaking, I'm scared of you myself, you know. And what you
All right, so this is what I want you to know, and all the witnesses to testify. Because people always are concerned, did I say the right thing? Did I say too much? Did I not say enough? But I want to let you know that you're giving me insight into your brother. I want you to know that there's nothing that any witnesses that have come before me that have said anything that has hurt him, all right?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, do you have any questions? All right, thank you.
Judge, lastly, Mr. Lott has a brother, Eddie McAfee, who I've shared, he submitted a letter. I shared it with the state. I'd like to share it with the court right now. In support of his application for probation.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Judge, if I could just speak to the PSI and on the
Sure.
on the plea bargain, if I may, if it's time.
Yes, well, State, are you still, you've heard testimony, does your plea bargain still remain the same?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, yes, I'll hear you.
Judge, I think we've been to court numerous times, and I think the court can remember some of the health struggles that Mr. Lott has had, and I think the probation office did a good job of documenting his medical history from.
And just here's my question with regards to the medical history. Is this something that's brand new, or were these medical issues, a part of these medical issues, a part of when this incident occurred?
I think his MS symptoms started in COVID, although he was able to work through it, but I think his work was limited. Certainly his arthritis and back issues have outdate the origin of this case,
So he's had these conditions prior to the commission of this offense?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, you may proceed.
And so, Judge, I think the court's aware of it. Obviously, we put a date on it now. I can't tell you how long before the commission of the offense, but certainly the toll that it's taken on him has been significant. But, you know, he stands here today, Judge, as a 57-year-old man. I think there was one hiccup that I was reminded of reading in the PSI today, some selling alcohol to a minor when he worked in a restaurant, I guess, back in 2002. I hope the court won't hold that against him. I think other than that, he's lived his life being a good man, making good decisions, and certainly being a productive member of our community. And then he makes this mistake, Judge, it's a whopper. We get that.
All right, so here's my question. And counsel, maybe you can address this. Maybe you want your client to address this. So there's an online solicitation of a minor. And I am completely, I'm going to disregard the fact you want me to disregard where he says that basically he was tricked. And I understand with online, I represented people before. I understand with online solicitation of a minor, you are sort of tricked in the fact that you think you're talking to a minor and you're not talking to a minor. So I understand the trickery in that portion, but this is what I want to address. So he's having this conversation with someone he believes to be a minor, and then he agrees to meet up with the minor. And he has all these medical conditions. No, that's what it says in the stipulation, that you actually agreed to meet up with the minor, and they arrested you, I believe, at the meet.
They arrested him on the scene where they the undercover cop and Mr. Lott agreed to meet.
So he has medical issues, he has the MS, as you're saying, arthritis, all of these chronic issues, but he is holding a conversation with someone he thinks is a minor, and then he goes to meet up with a minor with all these conditions.
Well, Judge, if you're asking us to make an excuse to him or not, he's pleading.
No, I mean, I'm
he's
just-
pleading guilty to it.
No, I understand he's pled guilty, but I'm trying to figure out the status of his medical issues.
Well, you know, Judge, I don't know whether he was, you're asking if you felt okay to meet up that day or what the situation is. I can tell you that, he's not feigning his medical issues.
Oh, no, I believe his medical issues are real, based upon the PSI and based upon issues that he's had when he's in the courtroom.
Very
I'm just trying to look at him globally so that I can make an appropriate decision on punishment in this case.
Well, you know, I don't know exactly what the court's looking for. I certainly think he had medical issues that day, at that time during his life. Now, whether he felt okay to get into a car and go to a meeting, sounds like he did. So, but I can tell you that was how long ago? A year and a half ago or some months ago. So I can tell you from his family and talking to him, his medical condition has deteriorated. So, and I think that's obvious to everybody. So hope that answers your question.
Yes, and that's what I want to,
Yeah.
for you to elaborate on that part.
Yeah, so you know, it has, Judge, I think you've seen it. I think these ladies, to the best of their ability, have articulated that. As his wife said, he's homebound. He has nowhere to go. She's in charge of his phone. He's not going anywhere. He's lost his insurance, so you know, he's at the mercy of the state. I think that if he were not taking this serious, then he would have violated the conditions of his bond, and it would have been a nuisance to the court a long time ago. So this mistake happens. He's was afraid of losing his family. He's been able to maintain a relationship with his family, except time doesn't do anything with him except make his health worse. So I think medically, Judge, he's a good candidate for probation. I think, quite frankly, if he would go into the system, he's a burden to the system. That's not making an excuse for his behavior, but if the court wants to look at this situation globally, he's got a support group. He's going to have to register as a sex offender. His health is deteriorating. It's not going to get better. He has his wife lives at home with him. His sister's in his life every day. Brother from this letter has asked the court to not lose sight of one bad decision in a man's life, but perhaps to punish him for his goodness as well, because he's not a man with a criminal history, no drug or alcohol problem. I think it was a mistake that the court has seen a lot of men make. He made it, and as his family and the very strong women in his life have stated, they don't expect that he'll make another mistake. They just want the opportunity to care for him in these years of need and take care of him. And that's all we can offer the court.
All right, state.
The state, just looking at the PSI, Your Honor, our concern is, I know that they've retracted today what was on the PSI, but our concern is the same as what he told the cops to what he said here, is that his goal was to go find this child and tell her she shouldn't be doing this, and that, you know, trying to find who her parents were so that he could tell them. And the state's concern is that he wasn't taking accountability then, he wasn't taking accountability when he did the PSI, only today when he's coming forward to the court, Your Honor, and that the excuses for the types of conversations that he was having with what he believed to be a 14-year-old girl on the internet. and then proceeding to meet up with that individual that he believed was a 14-year-old minor. That's just the state's concern, Your Honor. He had these health conditions. While they may have deteriorated, he had them. He drove a car. He went to meet this individual, Your Honor, and that's pretty much all the state has, Your Honor.
All right. All right, this is what the court is going to do. And the court is taking in consideration your lack of history. The court is taking in consideration your medical conditions. The court doesn't believe a sentence should be a death sentence unless it's called for the death penalty. And I say that if somebody is receiving the death penalty, all the other sentences, they're not supposed to be a death sentence. So I'm taking all of that in consideration. I'm taking your health in consideration. The court is going to find you guilty of counts 2 and counts 3. Counts 2 and counts 3 will run concurrently. There should be Chapter 62 registration, and the court will sentence you to 2 years in each cause number. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Good luck to you. You're welcome. Who's here on Alexander Roka? All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 005777 State versus Alexander Roka. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Megan Galloway for state.
Alex Shar for Mr. Roka.
And are you Mr. Roka?
Let's see.
Let me see what page you're on. All right, you entered a plea of guilty on June 20th. There was a request for a PSI and TAP evaluation. Have both parties received the PSI and the TAP evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Any
Judge.
objections?
Not from state, Your Honor.
Judge, I don't have any objection to the TAP evaluation. I did want to be heard on the recommended conditions of deferred adjudication.
All right, according to your plea bargain agreement, there's $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's $60 to DPS. All right, counsel, do you have any witnesses?
I do not, Judge.
All right, state, any witnesses?
No, Your Honor, this is a case where the state probably recommended deferred adjudication. The Honorable Judge Raymond Angelini was presiding, and so he did order the PSI, and so I don't have.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client, and state you may be excused.
Judge, the recommendations that were made by the officer on page 10 of the pre-sentence investigation report. Now, yes, this case started off as a DWI case. But it wasn't a drinking while it wasn't a driving while drinking intoxicated. When they stopped him, they found the marijuana in the car. He had admitted to smoking marijuana earlier in the day. They did testing, and they didn't test for alcohol, gave a breath sample, but they did test for Delta 9 THC, and it came back above the level.
And if he's drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
He tells me he will be negative.
All right, he's going to get drug tested today, but continue.
Certainly. And so, you know, I understand that the state outside the plea agreement recommended that he have ignition interlock for half the term. Well, that device, you know, just tests for alcohol, ethanol, and not for, you know, for marijuana or cannabis. So I don't think he needs the ignition interlock, but more importantly, they're recommending that he cannot drive at all for their full term of supervision. And he is working, and in fact, I need to update the court.
Right, so they don't, I don't see where that says no driving. And no, that is a recommendation by probation. I thought you meant that that was a recommendation from the state.
Well, just the ignition interlock was recommended in the plea agreement, well, outside the plea agreement, you know, at the bottom of that page. But the probation officer was recommending no driving for the full term of supervision. You know, he has, he's living with the mother of his children, they're together. He does have training as a barber, but within the last 3 weeks, he started working for Vivint, which is a home security company. He's a salesman for them. He works Monday through Saturday. And that's the type of job he's doing now. He needs to be able to drive. He needs to be able to, for work and to take care of his family. Mother's children also works 50 hours a week. And so they're doing everything they can to live and take care of their young ones. And so really, I don't have any objections to the TAP evaluation. I would just ask the court to not impose the ignition interlock.
All right, let's do this. You say you're gonna be negative? All right, so I'm gonna have you go do a drug test and then we'll come back and I will make a decision on your application. Ms. Abrams, could you have him go do a drug test with Gianna? All right. Thank you. They'll let you know where you need to go. All right, who's here on Jose Escalante?
It's clients here.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. We're dressing appropriately.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, this is the latest supplemental report and I have an update from that report.
Okay.
That report was basically alerting the court that Mr. Escalante was coming out positive on some UAs. Since the latest report, the last 2 UAs have been negative. And the TAP was completed, recommended intensive outpatient treatment. The amended conditions were assigned for intensive outpatient treatment. So we're just waiting for him to be enrolled in that.
Oh, excuse me. They said on the 19th, I go.
Okay.
19th, I go for
All right, so here's the thing.
Yes, ma'am.
When you're on probation, you cannot use marijuana. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There are limited circumstances where you're allowed to use marijuana, but you'll need a prescription and all of that. Do you understand?
And that's what I wanted to ask. I was gonna get the prescription, but then I talked to my probation officer because I had been going to the army for the enlistment to go get enlisted. And they told me to accept me. The only thing that I have to do is to get let go by y'all or have a pardon by you. They said they can't, I talked to them about my tattoos. They gave me a pamphlet for the tattoo removal. I already got that set up, but I wanted to come talk to you first to see if there's any way possible I can be able to be enlisted to them. I didn't want to go, but my probation officer said that this would be the perfect time to be able to talk to you.
Oh, well, talk to me. So the military, you're saying the military will accept you?
Yes, ma'am. I went to the Marines, I went to the Navy, and I went to the Army. And both the Navy and the Marines said that they couldn't accept me because of my background and then my tattoos. And I told them I'll get them all removed. And they said, well, we got to talk to you first. And I went to the Army and all of them told me that we'll help you, but we just can't stand in the courtroom with you because some law that passed or something like that. But they said they're all for me. I just got to get let go by y'all. They gave me a pamphlet for the tattoo removal. They said they do it for free. My probation officer, she gave me a pamphlet. She said that they do it for free and everything like that.
So when are the tattoos going to be removed?
When? As soon as you give me the permission to do it. I already started doing like lightening in it because I tattoo myself and there's this tattoo thing, it's called ink tone, skin toning. So I started removing some of them, getting lighter, but I'm gonna go through the tattoo removal, but I wanted to go through you first.
Oh, all right. So can I see the state on this case?
Yes, sir.
So he has this, he's on deferred, I think,
And in the
for this offense. And so he's saying the military will accept him, but they want the tattoos removed. In this case, taken care of. So here's my question for the state. So if he were to remove his tattoos, which they're demanding that he do, and if we have proof that he's actually signed up to go into the military, would you all consider releasing him for probation? But he'll have to have a signed contract with the military. It won't be a wing and a prayer from us saying, okay, we're gonna remove you.
No, absolutely.
Judge, what is the last name on this?
Oh, it's Escalante, Jose Escalante. So what I can tell you, if the state has no objections, what will end up happening is you will get the tattoos removed. You will go to the military. They can zoom in. You will sign on the dotted line for the military. And if the state has no objections, you'll be done with this case and you'll be in the military.
Thank you. That'll be a blessing.
Yeah. But the state has to agree, which I think perhaps if you're signed up and you're actually in the military, because we've had this happen before, where they sign the contract on that end and it's signed, because once you sign on the dotted line in the military, you're in the military, and then we'll take care of this.
Is there any way possible I could take them a paper showing exactly what you just told me?
No, what ends up happening is we've had them zoom in before. You can ask Miss Ferguson, they will zoom in. I will talk to them.
Oh, like it automatically goes to the army telling them that?
Yeah, if
Oh,
you're
awesome.
a recruiter,
Awesome.
yes, they will zoom in
Thank you.
and then I will speak to them.
Awesome. Thank you.
I have a couple of questions.
Yes.
Okay, so are you working currently?
Yes, I'm working. I just got this temp job. I've been working a lot of temp jobs because really I'm self-employed. I do tattoos, but my probation officer told me I mandatory to get a job. So they just hired me at Redondo Precast.
And so,
When I go and list them, that's gonna be the first things to do all the way to the wrist bone and to the collar. Or when I salute, I have my uniform on, they told me.
are they aware that you have like a prior felony?
Questions or no excuses, like why I couldn't do it or nothing. I opened the whole book to them and I told them from the beginning of my first charge ever to now. And they said, well, we will accept you. We don't got no problem with that. And we'll go to bat for you. We just can't go up to the courtroom and speak for you or be by the side of you or give you a letter or nothing like that. You have to be done with the judge, talk to the judge first and then go. And then come. And I know.
So what we did for the last person is the recruiter, they zoomed in.
Right, that I was on.
Yeah,
So
so,
I'm not making any promises. I would keep an open mind and consider it at the time that he's, you know,
there.
yes, after the tattoos are removed and we can have his enlistment officer appear. I will certainly keep a very open mind to early termination at that time.
All right. So, and what I can tell you is I'm not going to grant early termination unless the contract has been signed with them. All right. All right. Is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. Keep up the good work. And I guess we'll see tattoos gone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. You too. Abel Hernandez. All right. On this case, we are set for a discovery. Have you received all of the discovery?
The only thing we're still missing are records from Laurel Ridge. But I've been in discussion with them and I think they'll be here any day now. I'm hoping. And then we're also actively negotiating a plea bargain that's going to require the presence of the other prosecutor who's absent today.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset. This will be your final discovery date. All right, September 15th, counsel.
That's fine, Judge. And if we do get it worked out before then, can we bring him back ahead of that?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you.
Have a seat, sir.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, let me see what, you're welcome. Joseph Matthew Juarez. Hello, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, so what's the update on this meeting?
Your Honor, the district attorney canceled on me again. I do have an offer. I will tell you that my offer may change to defense. There is technically an offer that has been extended. I will say in good faith, I likely will change it once, but technically there's an offer, but I understand that the offer that is extended at this point is probably not something that's would really fit the understanding of the case.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date, and that'll be your plea deadline date as well.
Judge, we also informed by the state that they're probably gonna be indicted.
All right. Norma,
I'd
jury,
like that to get to trial before I have to correct that.
all right. Norma, jury trial date and plea deadline date, please.
And I do have some with expert witness motions, Judge, although the state and I decided to confer and see if we could use their expert
Okay.
to get all the information without having to get another one
Okay.
to expedite the process.
Okay.
So we are being very diligent about trying to get this case done.
Absolutely.
All right, September 16th is going to be your jury trial date. And Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this also for motions mid-August, please. All right, August 21st, the court will hear motions. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Christian Allen Ruiz Garcia. Who's the attorney for Christian?
Me, Judge.
Oh. All right. So on the first, there's a motion to modify bond restrictions.
I think we resolved all that, Judge.
Okay. Yes, that has been taken care of. All right. So have you received all discovery?
And just as the case where there's multiple juvenile files, Duffy and I have been trying to work on it ever since the last time we were here. As you know, he's not here anymore. So there still hasn't been a resolution, and I think the state's position, not necessarily this prosecutor, but the juvenile prosecutor's position is they're just not gonna do this. So. we're
All right,
trying
so
to-
I thought we were supposed to have a hearing with them.
We did. And
Well, I know
both-
they were by Zoom saying they're not gonna give it, but I said subpoena it.
We did. And I don't think their position hasn't changed. I don't care. They're basically telling the court, doesn't matter what you tell us, we're not giving you.
Oh, yeah, we'll see about that.
But we're trying to get around that problem by seeing if we can resolve these other cases, and we've been exchanging information and trying to get there. So I hate for us to spend way too much time on that issue if there's nothing to resolve the case. And Mr. Garcia just got indicted 6 weeks ago, Judge, so I think we've done a lot of work in a very short time in these cases. I've shared information with the state today for the first time that they didn't have before, in the hopes of helping them evaluate their case.
Okay, I'm trying to find this in my notes. Just 1 second. All right, so I would suggest file a subpoena and subpoena the documents, and they'll have to file a motion to quash, and we'll have a hearing, and they'll have to rehear.
Okay, Judge, can I have a week or 10 days before I do that so I can make sure that there's not a way we're gonna resolve it and avoid that?
Sure, we can recall it for,
I'm sorry.
yes.
I think we are, because I can't make an informed decision without having those documents either. And I mean, I've tried to facilitate between this subsection of the office and that subsection of the office. And even in other cases, they just won't provide me with the discovery. And so I think that the hearing is needed because I can't really make an informed decision on these cases without having that discovery.
And Judge, it seems like, and I'm fine with that, us having that meeting, but records is a matter of law, or just not open records. I can't subpoena things that.
No, I understand what you're saying. They'll have to file a motion to quash. I mean, people, you can file a subpoena on whatever you want to subpoena, and then people will respond to it with a motion to quash. And you can let them know that they're not allowed to appear by Zoom, so they'll have to be in court. And we can get conversations started.
I'm anticipating them telling me, you know, you can't get those records. Why are you subpoenaing them? I'm telling the judge so too.
But I mean, we do things illegally, and legally they'll have to file a motion to quash, and they'll have to come in and have it heard.
I understand it,
Yeah.
but there's also this idea that I shouldn't be filing motions that I don't have a good faith belief that I could even get, right? And obviously I don't have a good faith belief I'm gonna get anything. I know I'm not gonna get anything, but I will do it because the court's asked me to do it.
All right, so we'll be back on, because who knows, they'll show up and maybe they can tell you all things as opposed to giving you documents. So we're gonna come back on August 21st for motions. All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Who's here on Freddie Gonzalez?
We are doing. For three attorneys, three appointed attorneys.
All right, come forward.
Three appointed and one hired. So all of the bill, I don't know where he stepped out to, Judge.
And which case is he the attorney on?
We wanted to see if the court would just appoint one attorney on the appointed cases. If avoid any confusion.
Page 5, Judge.
What's the charge that he's on?
Unauthorized use of and the theft of a property.
All right, so who is here on the possession with intent to deliver 4 to 200 grams?
Possession as well, Judge.
Yeah, I have that, are we referring to a case number 2025 CR 009295?
Yes.
That would be me, Judge. That's the one of the 12 that I'm on.
All right, so you're on that one?
Yes, sir. And I'm already discussed with Mr. Ramos. And I believe Mr. Wolf, we're okay with because Mr. Ramos has the case with the earliest offense date. So I'm not trying to volunteer him, but we're perfectly
So are you on the first degree, Will?
I am, Judge.
All right, so do you have any objections?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, so then if you can get in touch with Mr. Acevedo to have him come back, and we'll take up the matters. And Nora, if you'll place him on those, please.
Yes.
Who's here on Quentin Lee Francis? And is this for a plea?
Yes.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 0000574, State versus Quentin Lee Francis. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Charles Bunk for Mr. Francis.
And are you Quentin Francis?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received? All right, thank you. Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review it with your client?
We have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Francis, did you review the application for deferred or community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We did.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Francis, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with evading arrest, detention in a vehicle. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I did.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Francis, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State is opposed to your application. This will run concurrent with 2024 CC 740704, 2025 PF 00232, 2025 PF 29409. The state will take in consideration 2025 PF 00230, 2025 PF 00232, 2025 PF 00233. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No.
Then to the offenses filed, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
State offers states one in attachments.
No objection.
All right, did you review the waivers and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. How old are you?
20.
All right.
I understand
Yeah.
the need for the punishment. I do.
Mhm.
But I think when we look long-term, something like ISF would be more beneficial to him in the long run than just the jail sanction followed up by outpatient.
All right, so are you waiving PSI?
We will waive PSI that, Judge.
All right, so these are your choices. These are the only choices you have. There is no other choice, so don't come to me for a third choice. Either choice you make, you're gonna end up going into custody. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So your choice is 6 years in the prison, or either I will give you your deferred adjudication, but your deferred adjudication is gonna be for 8 years. And then you're gonna do time in ISF. Those are your only choices. There are no other choices. So which do you prefer?
Deferred adjudication.
All right, so this is what the court is gonna be. There's 8 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no driving until further notice. How far did you go in school?
So the 9th grade.
Hmm?
The 9th grade.
Why are you dropping out of school?
I stopped going to school whenever COVID happened. I just didn't go back.
All right, there's gonna be 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be waived if he obtains his GED, some type of trade school or higher level education. And if you're drug tested today, what would the results be?
Negative.
There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be the defensive driving course. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There's going to be partial GPS upon release, waive fees, and partial GPS will be for employment and fulfillment of probation conditions only. Taking consideration 2025 PF 00230, 2025 PF 00232, 2025 PF 00233. This is to run concurrent with 2024 CC 740704, 2025 PF 00232, 2025 PF 29409. There should be a TAP evaluation in custody follow recommendations. And there's to be ISF probation. Do you want that to be local or not? It's really for cognitive for now.
Local judge.
All right, so there's to be local ISF. And there's a $2,000 fine, and that will be probated. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, is there anything else? Probation? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Mother, is there anything else he needs? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. Here's the thing, you're 20. You're throwing your life away. You've made your life more difficult than it has to be from doing stupid things. If you would have had an accident in your mother's car and you're not on her insurance, guess who would have had to been paying for that out of pocket? She would have had to been paying for that because she gave you permission to use her vehicle. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you continue the way you are continuing, only one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to end up in prison, right? And I don't think you like prison because prison would not be good for you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And there are people who are in prison who, some people there just want to do their time, but then there are some people who want to make their time, other people's time as miserable as their time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you better get your life together. If not, you're going to end up in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. No, we'll be excused.
Freddie Gonzalez. All right, so who's the prosecutor on Freddie Gonzalez? Okay. And where are we on this? The state was the tender and offer state. Were you able to tender an offer?
Judge, I have not tendered an offer as of yet. Apologies for that. I was conferring with Mr. Ramos and Mr. Acevedo. And there's still a little bit of discovery that's outstanding. And so we're in the process of coming together to get a global offer that would resolve all of the cases. However, I'm still waiting on discovery for one case about the theft of property and a 4,200 possession.
All right, if this is called back mid-August, will you have an offer by then?
I think so, yeah.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a date mid-August for an offer to be tendered. All right, August 21st, once you sign the reset form, you are excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you, Judge.
And counsel, are you going to be retained on all of the cases?
Judge, oh, I'm sorry. Judge, he's been trying to secure the funds since March of 2025 just to retain my services.
Mhm.
And he has been unable to do it.
All right,
So-
so that will be you then on the other cases. All right, thank you.
And I don't think Chris doesn't have a problem with it. I do not have.
All right, thank you. All right, Norma, can you call Burnett County?
Gonzalez, was that a plea deadline or please?
No, that's the state to tender an offer.
Thank you.
Hello, are you all ready from Burnett County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Judge, I guess after this, what it is, I need to log on to the-
Well, if you want to log on to the Zoom now,
Okay.
and I can put you all in a breakout room.
Yeah. Perfect.
And was there any paperwork or anything to go with this?
There's no paperwork. I'm gonna have him meet with his attorney in a breakout room.
Okay.
That his attorney can talk to him, and then we can take up the violation report I have here in Bear County.
Violation report.
Your attorney will speak to you about it.
Your, what's your last name? Belk. This is for Belk, right?
It's for bail, but he has a violation report that's been tendered to the court. His attorney will speak to him about it. His attorney is about to log on to the Zoom now. His attorney's in court, and I'm gonna send you all to a breakout room, and then once you've completed, confirm with your attorney, then I'll bring you back into the main room, okay?
Okay, I'll just make sure I have the right image.
No. You're good. All right, your attorney will be there shortly.
Violation, I've been locked up the whole time, how I'm violating? I don't know.
All right, didn't I just say your attorney will speak with you? Jesus Marino? Hello, where's Mr. Marino? Come down, please. All right, so on this case, hello. Just one moment, I'm sorry. All right, so on this case, where are we on discovery?
It's the first sitting owner, and I believe defense is requesting that we show her the victim's criminal record, which I don't have in the file yet, so I will request it, and by next sitting, that will be something she can have to review. Yeah, otherwise, I think she has everything else with this study.
All right, and is there any CPS records or no?
I do not believe they should know the victim in the case is an adult.
All right. Norma, I need a 30-day reset for discovery on Suarez. All right, September 15th. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Who's here? Juan Cruz. So I heard you finish your trial.
Yes,
I'm sure your client is very happy with the results.
very much so. Well, who told you?
Oh, the court, or
Oh.
either, there are so many conversations that happen around the courthouse. And so people are like, oh, there's a not guilty in this court. And I'm like, oh, what were they trying? And then I'm like, oh, I know who was trying that case.
Okay.
All right. All right. So this is the final discovery.
Well, we're still lacking what was initially requested and discussed at the last discovery hearing.
All right. So why isn't there the security? She said there's still outstanding security, I'm sorry, discovery, which was the security video and an ethical discovery issue.
There was also counseling records.
Well, that would be the first, so let me address that real quick. We had sent the subpoena off at the last setting, and we still have not received those records yet in order to disclose those records.
And what is that, the counseling records?
Yes.
All right, so you'll need to subpoena that person to come to court and bring those records.
Okay.
All right, and then the next thing? The
There is surveillance footage that
Yes.
I believe to either be in possession of law enforcement or the alleged victim's mother. I have not received any of that. It's been raised several times.
I checked the file and I see that we still don't have that yet either.
All right, so who has the surveillance video?
I believe it's the victim's mother, like she's saying, Miss Jones was handling this matter, try and get that for her, and it looks like it's still not in yet.
Without getting into the facts of the case, it appears that it was an issue of this information being given to SAPD and not provided to the state, or that it was shown on a phone and then it was not provided directly to the state. However, the same source has provided other instances, for example, social media posts of voice recording. So, I mean, that's still outstanding. I'm not sure why, but it's out there.
So it's just this one piece that's out there.
For surveillance footage
All
of
right.
the home security camera.
So if they don't want to turn it over, then maybe none of their video will be allowed to be used. So tell them if y'all have it, they need to produce it.
Yes, Sean.
All right, and what else?
I need an ethical disclosure on a witness. I know that such memorandum does exist and I have not received it.
All right, Norma, this is going to be the final discovery date. And then you can present, if you have not received discovery on these issues, you can present whatever motion you want to present and the court will make a ruling.
Got it.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you'll set this for the last week in August.
Yes, ma'am, it'll be August 28th.
All right, August 28th.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Tiffany Martinez. All right, is this a sentencing or a plea?
Please, Judge.
All right, could I have a file stamp for a plea, please?
Yes, ma'am. And it is a cap, so we'll be asking for later sentence.
All right, so what I can tell you with the PSI and TAP, it's 8 to 12 weeks, or if you would like a shorter setting, I can reset it and have you bring witnesses in. And I usually ask the state to provide criminal history if there is. So do you want the?
8 to 12 weeks.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, what's a PSI TAP date, please? And what I can tell you is when you go to probation, they have different dates for everything. So make sure you go to every single date that they give you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
We can do October 9th.
All right, October 9th. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 008238A, State versus Tiffany Martinez. Can I have parties announced?
Jason, you're here for the state, Your Honor.
Jim Wheat for the defense.
And are you Ms. Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Martinez, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're waiving count 1, proceeding on count 2, and reducing it to a robbery, second degree.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the court's admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Just 1 second. Could I have a whiteout, please? Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of robbery? That's a second degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. State. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Judge.
Ms. Martinez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
I am, yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State is opposed to your application, and there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea?
It is, Judge.
State is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, I did.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the less included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1 with all its attachments.
We have no objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state will call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. We will bring you back on October 9th. At that time, the court will receive whatever evidence is presented to the court, and the court will make a decision on your application for deferred adjudication based upon the evidence. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Do not leave before talking with probation, and they'll give you some instructions.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Joshua Daniel Medina.
Judge, I had,
Morning,
I think I called Norma on Friday to see if I can get this set for today.
Mhm.
Just try to help save bonding amount.
Okay.
But we were unable to reach an agreement on the NTR, so I'd like to get this recalled tomorrow so I can bring in a witness. If that's okay.
Sure. All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can recall this for tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, they'll recall you tomorrow.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Vashon Medina is being recalled for tomorrow.
That Hernandez?
I'm sorry, Joshua Daniel Medina. That's what this says.
He's got two names, Judge, because my appointment says Hernandez.
Oh, okay. I only have Joshua Daniel Medina. Oh, and then Joshua D. Hernandez. Okay.
Thanks, Judge. See you
You're
tomorrow.
welcome. All right, Alexander Loco. I'm sorry, Roco. All right, so this is what the court is going to do. The court will sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine.
Sorry, just one moment.
No problem.
30.
All right, the court is calling, well, we're back on the record in 2025 CR 005777, State versus Alexander Roka. Okay, they tell me that you were negative, which is great. So it seems that you've learned some things, okay? So there's going to be 2 years deferred adjudication, $1,000 fine to be probated. There's $60 to DPS for testing. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Do you have children?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are their ages?
2 and 7 months.
All right, there's a 200 hours community service restitution. That will be deemed satisfied upon completion of parenting classes. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. State, on this case, he's just charged with possession of marijuana. And outside the agreement, you all have DWI education, victim impact panel, ignition interlock for half the term.
Judge, I would, waive the ignition interlock just because, and the reason that was the recommendation is because there's common misdemeanor to WI, least years of 10 search for, so I would still request the classes will waive, ignition interlock as alcohol was not a factor.
All right, there's the DWI education course, the victim impact panel. Field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. Probation, is there anything else that he needs?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Lisa.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, counsel, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
In order to be successful in this court on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Troy Trevinho. All right, counsel, we're going to have you come back this afternoon and you can appear by Zoom.
Okay, I'll come.
All right, so we'll have you come back by Zoom,
At what time?
1:30.
Okay, but he'll be on Zoom or?
No, he'll be here. Is this an application?
It is, Judge, but we're gonna do a PSI and all that, so.
All right, so yes, he'll be here,
Okay, 1:30?
1:30.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Who's here? Willie Fields,
John Ross for Mr. Fields, Your Honor.
and he's still in federal custody?
He is, Your Honor. I'm afraid I don't have any updates at the moment. I did
try to get some of my colleagues on pacer, but I haven't got anything back yet.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this for September.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
I'll do September 29th.
All right, September 29th.
Sounds good.